This is Travis Holmes with your Viking Report for Monday, October 11th. The men's soccer team was victorious in each of its two home matches this week, defeating Pittsburgh 2-0 Wednesday and shutting out Valparaiso 1-0 on Saturday night. The Vikings were fueled in the Pittsburgh match on goals by Brian Donnelly and John Wargo, while Brad Stuver recorded 3 saves. It was a close contest against Valparaiso Saturday night, with Aslan Rodas coming through in the 86th minute.
Here comes a good opportunity for Cleveland State. Aaron Atkins catches up to it. Atkins tries to play it in the middle of the box. Shot it on and it goes in! Aslan Rodas with the goal for the Vikings with 4:10 to go!
The Vikings host Buffalo Monday at 4 p.m. before hitting the road for 2 matches this weekend at Detroit and IUPUI. Meanwhile, the women hit the pitch on the road over the weekend, splitting with Loyola and Detroit. Natalie Daniels scored her 8th goal of the season, and Valerie Stahl tallied a goal in a 2-0 victory over the Ramblers Friday night. The Vikings couldn't complete the weekend sweep and falling to Detroit 1-0 Sunday afternoon. Cleveland State returns to Krensler Field Friday night to host Wright State in the final home game of the 2010 season. And the cross-country team claimed the title at the Shawnee State Invitational. The Vikings had 4 top 10 performances and 5 top 15 performances. Allison Crane posted a team best time of 19:41 and finishing 5th overall, while Brittany Ellinger finished 7th, Carrie Haywood finished 8th, and Kelly Zaleski finished 9th. The Vikings wrap up the regular season on Saturday at the Falcon Invitational in Bowling Green. The volleyball team had a successful week, taking 2 early week matches over Butler in straight sets and defeated Wright State on this match point Wednesday night.
Advets for Goad, bends a spike, kept alive, and finally it bounces on the floor, and the Vikings get the win, 25-18 in set number 3. They take it in straight sets, 25-18, 25-16, and 25-18.
The Vikings hit the road this past weekend and kept the beat moving with a victory over Valparaiso Saturday night 3-1. Kara Koch led the way with 19 kills and 15 digs. The Vikings couldn't close out the perfect week in dropping a 3-1 decision to Loyola Sunday. Cleveland State hosts their rematch with UIC in their only match of the week at Woodling Gym Friday night. The women's tennis team finished 3rd at the Rocket Invitational last week. The Vikings earned 3 points after defeating Duquesne and Detroit while dropping points to Bowling Green and Toledo. They're off until October 21st when they head to Ann Arbor, Michigan for the ITA Regionals. The men's golf team hosted the Telex Sun Life Financial CSU Invitational last week at Canterbury. The tournament was cut short Tuesday due to rain, but saw the Vikings post a solid 5th place finish, led by Andrew Bailey's 143 and Michael Clerick's 147. The Vikings head south this week to compete in the UC Bearcat Invitational in Cincinnati on Monday and Tuesday. And the women's golf team finished 13 of 14 teams at the Butler Fall Invitational. Ariel Sparrow shot a 162, followed by Madeline Kaminsky, who shot a 163, and Lisa Barber with a 166. The team competes at the Zippy Invitational in Akron on Monday and Tuesday. The swimming and diving teams held their annual green and white scrimmage on Saturday morning. The event was held in Busby Natatorium and gave Vikings fans a preview of the team as they get set to host Gannon, Niagara, Butler, and St. Francis of Pennsylvania Friday afternoon. The women's basketball team began practice last week, while the men's team gets set to open practice this week, leading up to Viking Madness this Saturday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Woodling Gym. That's your Viking Report for October 11th. I'm Travis Holmes, reminding you for all the latest on Cleveland State Vikings athletics, check out CSUVikings.com.